Hey guys, welcome to week 9. You're getting into a busy part of the year. Okay, you're already working on your Meet My montage, and we are finishing up submitting that task as well as doing a couple of other things, and then transitioning to getting ready to start your Dinner With project. So let's talk about each of the uh, lessons and the things that you need to do this week, so that you have an understanding and you can get right to it. So there is a lesson on Soviet montage, and when you go into that lesson, first of all, I suggest that you download it so you can put it into your files. There is a video to watch there. You'll go into further detail about who Eisenstein is and one of his very famous works, Battleship Potemkin, and most noteworthy, the Odessa Steps sequence. I want you to watch this sequence. It would be great if you watched the entire film, just like I suggested when you did the still image analysis for Citizen Kane. Most of you who did not watch that fell short of the assignment because you could not put that image into concept or into context when you're looking at that shot. And if you don't have the context in which to place that shot, then you can't really get to the concept that the filmmaker is trying to express to its audience. So if you watch this Odessa Step sequence, you're probably going to be very confused because it's a very confusing sequence anyway. But if you watch, the 30 minutes leading up to it, you're going to start seeing what the storyline is and what precipitates the action that takes place on the Odessa Steps. The Odessa Step sequence is probably one of the most analyzed and referred to film sequences in film studies. Not just this class, but just if you take a film class or film studies class at a university or any school, odds are you're going to be studying this sequence. Because what he does is he shows these images like I talked about last week. And these images, when they're juxtaposed next to one another, they cause the audience to think something because they establish a relationship between those two things and they connect them in some way. And as a result, they prompt an idea, and this is called intellectual montage, which again was referenced that last week. So, terms like that and concepts like that are very important, not just to include in your production work, right, like your Meet My montage, okay, but it's also really important as you get deeper into your film analysis, because in week 10 you're going to end up getting your textual analysis semester exam. All right, and that's going to be a mock exam, a mock TA that will get you familiar with what a TA is, so that you can best execute it in the spring. Okay, and that deals with analysis. It deals with getting really deep into not just what you're seeing, but how is it being presented to you, and why is it being presented to you in that way? And Eisenstein was really good at figuring out not just what to shoot and how to show it, but then when you put the puzzle together, right, and you put it into this particular sequence, it causes the audience to think or feel something. So he's really manipulating how you think and how you feel as you watch his films. So, take a look at the Odessa Step sequence. Watch the film if you have time. The film itself is under 2 hours, all right? and it will help you contextualize. You could actually use that film for the assignment that you have to do, all right, which is a cuts and transition film analysis that you'll do, okay? You get to choose the film. However, if you want to choose Battleship Potemkin, you absolutely can, okay? You don't have to, but you can. If you don't have any films at home, of course, there are apps that will get you access to films like Pluto TV, Tubi, Vudu, Crackle. There's all sorts of apps out there that you can stream on your Roku or your Fire TV or NVIDIA, but you can also stream that stuff on your phone. Okay, so you can do that, but again, Battleship Potemkin is available to you. That link will provide you a free access to that. And as you do this assignment, you're going to find moments in a film that use cuts and transitions. Okay, so we want you to identify at least 2 of the listed transitions here: a straight cut, a dissolve, a fade, a wipe, a whip pan, a zoom, or other. Okay, so first you're going to describe the transition, and then you're going to justify the reasoning behind using that transition. In other words, why are they using that particular transition? And then finally explain how the transition creates meaning to the story that's being told. Okay, so some of you, for the last couple of assignments, have been focusing on just the description. Now, describing something is very elementary in your academic and intellectual processes, right? These are what's called lower quadrant functioning. Okay, this is what, someone that's 4 or 5 years old can do. But in order to get into those higher quadrants of functioning, that involves analysis and synthesis and creating hypotheses and theories and testing them out and proving them. This requires a little bit of work, okay, and a little bit of thought and speculation. All right, and that's what this class is all about. Okay, so we want you to justify it. Why? It's always going to be that question, why. And how does it create meaning? Why? How? You're going to hear these questions all the time in this class. So get used to it. Okay? What is easy? How and why? It's hard. It's hard, but that's why you're taking the course. Okay? There's a couple of links here that will allow you to get some more information about certain cuts and transitions. And of course, you can incorporate this in your analysis, but also you can use that as you work on your production work. Okay? And then there's the rubric there. Okay, so that's Soviet montage, all right? We're going to introduce you to something called German Expressionism, which comes about for film right around World War I, okay? And obviously World War I was a very traumatic period of time, especially for those in Europe. And Expressionism comes out to address those thoughts and those feelings and ideas and issues that that were precipitated by World War I. Okay, so Expressionism is extremely, extremely important and significant. And as you look at German Expressionism, you're going to start seeing how German Expressionism is still influencing film today, all right? And that's specifically linked to formalist film theory, formalism, okay? Designing things to look a certain way to express the human condition. So take a look at that. You're going to submit your Meet My montage. So when you look at that that area, make sure you go through the checklist. Make sure you're following the format correctly. Make sure that you include everything that is to be included in this. Okay? You want to do your best to follow those instructions because those instructions are very precise, all right, and they're very specific. And they're specific because those directions adhere to the IB policies and procedures associated with the film portfolio assessment. And if you avoid those policies or you violate the policies and procedures in some way, it could result in a 0 score. Now, a 0 score is going to be devastating for your IB component score. If you get a 0 score, then you're probably not going to pass IB film. You won't pass the class, and you won't pass the assessment, in which case then you won't get your IB diploma. All right, so we want to avoid that. And so as a result, I've provided you with a ton of information and a ton of guidelines and templates, all right, to follow. So do that. I can't stress that enough. And if you do it, you're going to be just fine. Yeah, there might be some wrinkles or some issues that you might have, but that's where my feedback then is going to help you adjust. And remember that the FPA will not be submitted in full until much later. All right. So if you do get feedback and you can fix the stuff from that feedback, I suggest that you do it immediately. All right. Yes, I know you have other stuff to do, but if you put it off, you won't fix it. And if you don't fix it, then you're going to be stuck with the score that you got for this. And I know that over the year or so that you're going to be working on this, you're going to be a much better filmmaker by the end of the year. So if you're a much better filmmaker at the end of the year, your end of the year work is going to be stronger probably, right? Which means your early work is going to be weak. So if you have a chance to fix that early work, then it becomes stronger. See how that works? So let me suggest that if you get notes and there are things that say, hey, look, you need to do this, or you need to fix this, or you need to adjust this, do it then, okay, before you actually turn it in for an official score. I am your IB examiner. Okay. Finally, you'll get a preface of the dinner with assignment. Okay. The dinner with assignment is going to be longer than 2 weeks. All right. You have a little bit longer than 2 weeks to do this. So get the idea, incorporate the German expressionism lesson into it because it's going to be connected with that. All right. And so you'll be working on that while you're working on your textual analysis. Okay? So you're going to be working on a couple of different projects coming up. So time management is important. Communication is important. All right? Being proactive will be very important. So if you do those things, you're more likely to be successful. And I'm here to support you through that process so you can be successful. Okay? But if you don't communicate with me, I won't know what's going on with you. And if I don't know what's going on with you, then I don't know if you're even doing it. I have to report your progress throughout your time here on these particular assessment items. So if you communicate and keep me apprised of what's going on, then my report will be glowing, especially when it comes to being communicative and proactive and stuff like that. All right. Okay, that's it for me. If you have questions, feel free to contact me, okay? And I'll do my best to help support you. All right. Thank you, and have a great week.